afternoon walk. I had to get these kids away because they're so doggone loud. All right, anyway, story time. So we got Camille here. Come here. She has on a prong collar, which I try to show people and teach about how prong collars are helpful to be used. I had someone tell me you don't use a prong collar for a collar pop if you need to. Come here, Camille, sit down. Sit. Good, sit. So let me show you how this is done. See in the middle here, there's this ring. If I were to pull the prong collar, this chain goes around and goes to the other side through another loop. And so if I were to tighten these two sides, where my finger is over here, my finger here, if I pull it and it were to tighten, it can only tighten up to this link in the middle. I can pull it no tighter. So there's no way I can choke my dog out with my prong collar because it's made to only cinch to a certain point. Now, if I didn't put enough of the links on here, the correct link to fit her neck properly, then yes, you could choke your dog. But I have it set up, and she has a lot of extra fat and skin in here, so it's actually set up appropriately, even though it may not look like it. But when she's in and there's looseness here, because see these prongs, they're not even, look how much space is in there. You can see the space from her neck. There's a lot of space in between this collar on her neck. That's me pulling it up, right? So she's gonna feel pressure on the front. All that space is what allows you to do the collar pop if you need to. Now, the difference with her being such a larger dog, being like 105 pounds, is if I needed to do a collar pop, I don't have to pull as hard to do it. And the prong collar will help send the message without me having to do much. Like right now I'm walking, you see there's looseness, there's a little bit of tension. She doesn't pull past that tension point. She stays with it when we're going on walks and stuff, because she has learned over time, you know, when we're not off leash walking, how she needs to walk near me and not be very far away. So the benefit of it is I don't have to pull as hard. And when she gets to the end, she knows she's at the end, and then she comes back and stops, like right there. Because my kids are ahead, she wanted to walk up there with them, but now she's stopping. See, there's no tension, but she's not going forward. She's waiting for me to then start walking, and then she'll start coming along. So the messages to convey to her are being conveyed through the collar without me having to do anything except hold it. And I just hold a little knot in between my fingers. Like I literally don't even hold it. Like I don't even have a loop. Now, there was one time, just to prove how the prong collars are not a danger. One time I was out at a park. She was sitting down and we were out hanging out, and a bunch of people saw us from far away and started running towards us. Random strangers. I don't know why they'd start doing that. But anyways, she was in like feeling like protective, I guess, you know, because people were running up on us. So she stood sort of alert and ran towards those people to confront them, I guess, charging towards us. And when I happened to see that happening, I pulled back on the collar, right? Trying to tell her to stay with me, don't run off. I don't want you charging at people, because that's not how, that's not what I'm teaching you to do. This is my family pet. Anyways, she pulled and lunged them so strongly that when she went forward, let me show you this little clip. Come here, Camille. And she looks like she has a poop, but I'll see. Come here. Hey, come here. All right, here, stay here. So this little clip is the only thing that holds a prong collar in place. This tiny, I'm not gonna take it off now because I only have one hand. I'm holding the phone and holding the other piece on the other hand. But this little clip is what holds it. And you just press these two together and that little link will pop off. So what happened was she went towards them so strongly when I was trying to hold her back that she popped that little link out, and then she was running around the park with no leash. Well, what was more important than me having the tool? More important was to have the relationship. I've had a relationship with my dog in recall. So when she did pop off and she wanted to go towards people and she no longer had a restraint or a tool, which was the leash or the prong collar, I told her to come. And then what did she do? She came right back towards me. And then she sat down when I asked her to sit, and then I went ahead and put the collar back on her. So more proof to me that I've had in an incident is that if I were using the prong collar, she's large enough and strong enough that if she wanted to pull through it, she could pull through it because she's done it before. Do I want that to happen a bunch of times? No, because then she'll learn that she can pull through it, and she'll do it purposely when she wants to get out. But more importantly, like I said, is recall. You have to work on recall with your dog so that when you give them commands or things you want them to do, they listen to it. The only time I have a hard time with her is when friends or people come over to visit the house. I need to work on that somewhere. I haven't dedicated time to it, but when we're out and about, she doesn't run off. She stays with me and does what I ask her to do.